Good afternoon, morning, or evening, everybody. I hope you're all doing fantastic today. Thanks for stopping by. We are back. Route 2 once again. I just realized the camera is not set where it needs to be. My apologies. We're back on Route 2 once again. I guess last stream was really the first time we've been there in weeks. But hopefully we'll break our streak of hitting like triple, quad, almost 5 times odds. Just a hope. But hey, Gibble, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Happy to see you. Chris, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Happy to see you. What are you guys doing today? And thank you very much. I appreciate it. I actually, I didn't realize I got 100 subs until, well, actually, I checked it like an hour ago because I changed my cover photo on YouTube, like the banner, and I had 99. I know for a fact because I was watching. Like, I look at it all the time. And as I loaded up stream, it said I had 100, so somehow somebody subscribed immediately before, so that's cool. That's it's definitely nice to have. So I'm just gonna have to take a minute here in light of that and set a new goal on stream elements here. I guess I should have prepared that anyway, but my bad. Just vibing, drawing. What are you drawing? You know, I got a confession, and you might think I'm lying, but I swear to God I'm not. I actually took that you know that Weedle and Caterpie drawing? I have that as the background on my phone at the moment. I'm doing pretty good though. Today's all right. I've had some interesting stuff thrown my way in the last few days, so that's been something to deal with. But other than that, I'm just living life, trying to take everything one step at a time. Enjoy day to day. You want me to show you? Okay. I don't know. Sometimes I forget who draws everything here, but I'll here, just give me a sec. I'll throw it into the pit. I just have to scribble out one thing. There's something on my home screen I don't necessarily need people seeing. Just an investment portfolio. Not anybody's business. Okay, just one sec. Pop onto the Discord here. Boom. No BS. Lutari, their new character. Umbra, I think. I'm not familiar. You gotta throw some pictures into the Discord for me so I can see that. And sorry, yeah, like I said, I didn't plan to have to edit the sub goal thing right now, so we'll be an extra minute, but I'm trying to be as fast as I can. Yeah, I don't edit it often, so it's not something I have really had to pay mind to. Okay, so I think that should do that. And then widget data. Cool. So now that should be exactly how we want it, I assume. Nice. I would share, but my sketch is ass, not gonna lie. Well, give it a little bit of time, it'll get better. I'm sure of it. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Now I'm actually ready to get into this. Sorry for the procrastination. Like I said, not expected, but I really do appreciate it, and I just want to reiterate, thank you guys so much. I do appreciate the fact that you guys show up on such a regular basis and watch me sit and run away from Pokemon for hours on end. It's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just looking for the, there we go, the elastic. A trusty old elastic. There we go, which is about to snap actually. I need another one, and I have one here. Looks like I've been using it for a little bit too long. Hey, I'm just happy to be here and share what I enjoy doing. So it's don't get me wrong, it's definitely a it's a symbiotic relationship. I really do appreciate y'all. But yeah, thank you so much for that appreciation and that recognition. It does mean a lot. I just want to make sure audio is sounding all right. I'm just gonna triple check here. Sorry. Okay, we're vibing. We're vibing. Okay, so first encounter of the day is pretty similar to most. It's a bust. But that's okay. We're starting on a fresh number, the new 100,000. Road to 250,000, I guess. That's not really that far away. A few streams, maybe. Well, more than a few, but 6 or 7 probably, and we'll be there right away. I'm pretty excited. Audio's good for me. I got the music on too, but voice quality is good. Would you change the balance of anything, or is it doing all right? KT, hey, happy to see you. Don't worry about being late, because if you know anything about me, you know that I am always late to stream, which I was today. Today was 30 minutes, one of my longer ones. Unintentional, but it's all good. You're here. That's what matters. Appreciate you stopping by. And how's your weekend going? What have you been up to? Gonna take out me Pearson. Eh. Damn thing makes it hard to talk. When you want to speak quickly, that is. But yeah, anybody got any shiny hunts going on today? Anyone doing anything remarkable? You know, Chris is out here drawing some impeccable drawings that you like to pretend are bad, but I'm sure based on what I've seen before, probably looks a little bit better than you're describing, at the very least. Roaming in Heart Gold, Soul Silver Safari Zone in Signwood City. I forgot it existed. I honestly, there is so much about those games I don't remember, and I would really like to go through and play again. But my issue is you need a modded 3DS, from what I know anyway. You need a modded 3DS to be able to back up those save files. And I have one, but I don't want to mod it. So I'm going to wait until I get a second one. And then I'll back up my childhood save and start anew. But honestly, I might even just get a second copy because I'm scared to corrupt it. Like, that's from like literally 2013, something like that. Never restarted it. We got all the event Pokemon that I could get from around then. It was pretty pretty cool. It's good. My mom found this guy that likes everything I like. Nice. Happy to see that, KT. You flatter me, sir. Looking for anything in particular, Gibble? It's not flattery, it's just truth. You make good art. You could always send me some art, and I could put it in the background, you know. No, I do have a lot of art, but it's actually in the foreground. It's all in front of me, so I don't have many places to hang it behind me. Just doesn't really make sense, unfortunately. I just bought a fake for 40. I mean, yeah, that's fair. If it works and the save doesn't corrupt, then might as well save the money if you can, right? I think I'll end up having multiple copies anyway, just for shiny hunting purposes when I do get there, so that's It's at least one thing that makes me a little less annoyed about having to do that. Just looking for a 5th team member. Anything at all in particular, or just kind of once you see it, you'll know it? This guy has too many Funko Pops, and he's making thousands of dollars selling them on this app called Whatnot. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, there's a lot of people that spend a lot of money to get that kind of stuff. I have one singular Funko Pop, and I bought it on Marketplace just because it was cool and it fit the decor of my house. My game room specifically. It's a Pokemon Center, like a pearlescent Mew. Or no, sorry, not a Mew, a Mewtwo. I probably paid a lot more than it was worth. I think I paid like 50 Canadian dollars for it, but it's cool. And I couldn't buy it anywhere else, so supply and demand was strong in that one. I'm still in utter disbelief of the fact that we had a phase at 24K that rolled over to a phase at 36K. That is just insanity. That's cool though. It's cool. Yeah, it definitely wasn't good luck. But we've had a lot of good luck. So, should I really be complaining? No. I'm pretty excited for my birthday. That's in a few weeks because of the Nintendo DS and Soul Silver. So, that one Soul Silver that you sent into the Discord that we verified looked authentic. Is that the one that you sent them to go with, or? That'll be really cool to get that though. I'm excited. I'm excited for you. Especially just to see people that didn't actually grow up with the games still wanting to play them. I suppose that's kind of the same as how I grew up with Pokemon though. Like, my first games were all given to me at once actually, but I was given red, blue, yellow, gold, silver. And I played them a ton, but I mean that was in like 2005, so this definitely wasn't right around. Well, I wasn't alive when some of those came out, because I think some came out pre-99, or I might be wrong. I might have been alive for all of them, just barely though. I'm gonna do my shiny only run because 1, school ends on my birthday month, 2, I have tons of time because spring break, and 3, I just want a shiny Totodile. How fitting is that, hey? No, I definitely, I encourage you to definitely hunt as much as you can once you get the game. I don't know, I think I might look into getting a copy somewhat soon. Specifically Soul Silver, because I don't have one, and then I could like double hunt, but they're really expensive. That's not an extraneous expense I would like to spend at the moment. It is very exciting, yes. Haven't told my mom about the Soul Silver on eBay. She doesn't trust eBay, I don't know why. Well, you can tell her that eBay has a money-back guarantee, which they do. If whatever you get sent isn't exactly what it's advertised to be, then they will refund you. As long as you can assure that it's authentic. And I guess if that matters to you. If that doesn't matter to you, then that's perfectly fine too, because a lot of those copies do function exactly the same. That's funny. I thought eBay was plenty established enough to be trustworthy. But I understand the skepticism. When you haven't really used a platform, you can't really I guess if you don't have a any understanding of the platform. I can understand not trusting, but you also probably want to do some research at the same time. But yeah, I 100% trust eBay more than Amazon. I've had to return stuff with Amazon, and they've given me a hard time. eBay does not give you a hard time at all. It's literally as simple as just submitting pictures of whatever it is, showing it's not exactly as advertised, and you get your refund. But at the end of the day, there's nothing we can do about her opinion, so... Well, yeah, because eBay, I'm pretty sure eBay was running in perhaps, was it like 2001? Something like that? It's been a very long time. I know that for a fact. Same as Amazon. I'm pretty sure Amazon was like 1999 or something of this sort. And I didn't even realize that until very recently, but... that does happen to be the case. 95, wow. I was gonna guess a little bit lower, not quite that low. But honestly, I was fearful of being wrong. I didn't think I was on the money. But that's insane that it's that old. 94 for Amazon, wow. So they're quite well established companies. True, true. At the end of the day, both platforms have their own money-back policies. I think Amazon's pretty good for that. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I've never had them tell me I couldn't return something at all. I've had them charge me for shipping stuff back, though, which kind of annoys me, but... tis what it is. They're selling everything and anything recently, though. They started as a book and CD, basically exclusive. Oh, really? And then they just kind of started adding on things. I wonder when the main expansion of that started. Like when they really started moving into just, I mean, did they move into like the home sector first? Did they just kind of push into one industry, or did they just have certain companies come forth that wanted to sell through them? I'm sure there's some sort of documentary about it. If not, I would be flabbergasted, quite frankly. Likely a doc or something. I really don't know when it was. Yeah, I have no clue. Perhaps one day I'll care enough to actually look into it. And the day I do is the day I will share that information. I only say that because after stream I will surely forget. I'll say I'll check it out, but I won't. I know me. So I guess one thing I did want to establish with this route, so we've been in, I don't even know how many streams it's been, but we've been in the Verdian Forest for, let's say at least the last 6 or 7 streams. Do we want to just try to complete the Pidgey line while we're here and then move back to Route 2, or do we want to do stream for stream, phase for phase type of thing? I'm kind of open to anything, but excuse me. I feel like feel like phase for phase wouldn't be too bad. But I would also like to just kind of knock a road out at the same time. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Well, we can try that, and if people enjoy it, then great. If not, then we can switch it up again. The good thing about this is we are held to nothing. We may do whatever we wish, change things as we please. Hey, Faces of Fear. Happy to see you. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the luck. I appreciate it. What's going on for you today? I suppose it's more night for you right now, is it? But yeah, we'll definitely need all of the projected luck possible. The last two phases proved that we were heavily deprived of such a resource. Hey, Billen, wanted to apologize for me throwing the Nuzlocke. We'll Google before. Hey, you didn't throw the Nuzlocke. It's okay. Don't even worry about it. The whole point of the Nuzlocke is to, you know, kind of integrate as a group, and I mean, because I don't know a lot about it, I don't know, I think it's fun to have some extra things like that thrown in where, I mean, yeah, it's a shitty lesson, but we learn a lesson, and anyway, I guess my point is don't worry about it. It's cool. We might find a way to work through it, we might not. I'm still not too sure. I'm still considering it and might restart, but I don't blame you. It's just part of the playthrough. Indeed it is 11:25 p.m. Glad I can watch a little bit of this. So what time are you going to bed? I take it you probably work soon, so we can get you in for half an hour today at least. That tends to be the average with the times we come on. That one card is really glitching out for me. I'm just gonna flip the multi-viewer real quick. We completed the gym, but we just kind of, I forget who we lost. Did we lose 2 or 1? I think it was just 1. But give me 1 sec here. This annoying thing. Oh. Oh fucking god, are you kidding me? There we go. That was not an easy feat, getting that back in the plug. Oopsies. I hope I can watch for an hour from now. What are we looking for on this route? So we are maxed out on the Rattatas. We need no more of those. We could still use 1 Caterpie if we need, Weedles and Pidgey. So really the only one here we aren't necessarily searching for is the Rattata. Oh yeah, it was Numel, Slugma, and Tentacool. So yeah, it was a little harsh. I mean, we definitely got smacked around a little bit, but it happens. It is what it is. But at this point, it's tough, but it really does kind of make sense to restart. Have our Mudkip again, and I mean, now that I have a little bit more of an idea of what goes on in the Nuzlocke, I think it might be smoother sailing. I understand a little bit more how important planning is. I thought I'd be able to kind of just wing it for a large part of it, but that's not quite the case. And yeah, I learned that real quick. Restart with a different starter. That's an interesting notion. I like that. Sorry, I'm just gonna shut off some unneeded USB power here because that glitching fucking converter there annoys me. I thought Flannery's camera up had a ground move. Figured we had to pivot through Gyarados instead of running normal. It is what it is. I mean, honestly, I think the biggest issue with that stream and how it ended up was the fact that I was reluctant to do the little bit of research I should have done beforehand. I mean, it's my run. I definitely should have done that. So, don't feel bad. But I would be open to trying a new starter. I think that would be cool. If we're doing that, I feel Torchic would likely be best, but I mean, I'm cool with our little green friend as well. I believe that's the fastest grass type in the game, right? Sceptile? I searched for a Hoot Hoot and Heart Gold on the first route. It was an 85% encounter, and the shiny I found after a couple of days was a sorry, I just see the 15. Oh, a 15% Rattata. That's cool. I mean, it's cool, especially because I know for myself, like if I get a common Pokemon, I get kind of annoyed about the shiny, but if it comes from a rare, like a lower percentage route, it still shows that. So I think it's cool that you can say, hey, well, it's actually it's a route 22, you know, or whatever it may be. But that's kind of how I feel about the Kakuna. Oh, 13 is not even close to where it should be. Oops. I didn't see that at all. Okay, I'm gonna shut off a couple of these USBs here.
Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
I forgot that was a thing. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Sorry. Trico runs are really fun, more challenging, and makes team building more varied. Yeah, that's what I saw when I did do a little bit of research. People were saying that Trico was actually the toughest to start with. Is that just because you're most susceptible throughout most of the run, I take it, as a grass type? Or would a big part of it be as well, I think there's quite a few grass types that you can encounter. So it's not really a pool that you need to be pulling from to begin with. That's the reasons I'm pretty sure I recalled seeing anyway. I could most definitely be wrong though. But yeah, starting with a different starter would definitely be neat. Scary because of the consequences, but that is part of the run. You know, if I just don't die, then I won't have to drink. So I guess it's just that easy, right? To be honest, Trico is the worst of the three. He has highish attack, but the grass moves are all... Oh, that's true, that's true. So, Faces of Fear, I have X and Y, but I haven't played them. I bought them... When did I buy them? My friend was really kind and he gave me a 3DS. and I believe it was right around then that I bought them, but I was just really busy with work, and I never got to playing them immediately, so they just kind of got shelved, and once I did have time, I delved right back into the shiny hunting setup. I would like to, though. I've heard a lot of really good things about X and Y from people. I take it you've definitely played through it, Faces? And if so, what's your opinion on the generation as a whole? You know, I really wish this route was just a little bit longer. Like 5, maybe 6 more steps downward. It's not too bad, but it's a little bit obnoxious. Just a wee bit. Can you imagine if after all of that hunting, the incessant hunting for the worms in Viridian Forest, if we end up getting a Weedle here? I'm pretty sure, isn't the Weedle 5% on Route 2? 5 or 10? I could see it, like 3 phases total in Viridian, and none a Weedle. That is not the most likely case, that's for sure. Or I just missed like a ton of them, which is totally possible. Love the games. Diamond was the last game I played, then I sold my DS, and a couple years later I bought a 2DS with Pokemon X, and absolutely love the game. So what's your favorite aspect of the games? Because I know, is that where they added... Correct me if I'm wrong, sorry for my ignorance. Is that where they had... was it Megas they added then? Or was it, oh, there's another one, I forget what it's called though. Yeah, it was Megas, wasn't it? That's something I never really got too in tune with, but were there specific mechanics that drew you to the games, or just the story in and of itself? Okay, it was Megas, cool. I'm glad I know that much. That game brought me into EV training and online matches. Mega evolutions were introduced. Yep. It's funny you say that, because I'm kind of opposite when it comes to EV training. I want to say it was probably... yeah, it would have been Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. Emerald specifically is where I would have EV trained first. And that was after I played Gen 4, Gen 5. I don't know why, I just... I came back to the games, and something just made me want to. And thus I did. But the new games I never have. I've never really attempted to. Maybe I should. Wouldn't be a bad idea. To be honest, it was the first game I had the opportunity to get right as they were released as an adult. They got a special place in my heart. I could definitely see why. I could definitely see why. Games hit different on launch day. That's one thing I will say. I can still remember playing Animal Crossing on launch day. New Horizons? Such a fantastic time. I also was thinking, I kind of want to do like an old GameCube version Animal Crossing challenge at some point. Although not very relevant. I don't really know what I would do yet, but it's something I considered the other day. Because I am, if you're not familiar, I am quite the GameCube nerd, if you will. I don't know. I have a lot of GameCube stuff. Oh, that's right. Yeah, there was horde encounters. And then, wasn't there that one thing as well, where you could get multiple shinies in a horde, but you can only choose one? So you have to inevitably run from one or make it faint? Hey, but here's the thing, right? I have the 16 GameCubes for... I have the 16 GameCubes for my shiny hunting, right? No one said I love the games themselves. This is just a means to be able to reset the games. So I do know a lot of people that don't actually play them. Well, not a lot of people, but there are people that use cubes and they're just shiny hunting devices. Yeah, I've seen a couple pop up where there's two. I think specifically where I saw them was r/shiny hunting on Reddit. That would suck, but at the end of the day, they're the same Pokemon, right? I don't think they could ever be two different ones. Or could they? Because if that's the case, then that sucks. And just to correct you, Chris, if I can get it in frame, that's a 17th GameCube. Thank you very much. No, I know it's not a dig. I'm don't even worry about it, Chris. You're funny. No, I'm not. I'm not worried about it. But yeah, that is quite telling. Yeah, I only got the 17th, honestly, because of all 16 that I run, only one of them is an Indigo Cube. So, well, I guess if I just had the one and it was in good condition, I would have not gotten another one, but it's not in great shape, so I opted for a secondary one that was a little bit prettier. It's still not in amazing shape, though. It's in much better shape, but it's not like... it's not showroom condition, you know? Wow, screen 2 is going real dim on us. Looks like it's time for some new AV to HDMI converters. Fuck. That's a little whack. Yeah, I honestly go through so many of those though. Like I've bought 4 or 5 to replace so far. But they just keep kind of burning out like that. Some go bright and some go dark. That said, I could, if I really cared enough, go and mess with it, but it's okay for today. Hey, it's all good. No worries, Chris. Thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate that, and have fun doing whatever you gotta do. Take her easy. If this pattern follows the rest of our hunts recently, we'll be here for the next few streams, so you're not missing much. Oh! Oh, are we witnessing the death of the AV to HDMI converter? Oh! Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at that. That is just fucked. Okay, let's see if I can fix that. Otherwise, I think I've got another one that'll work a little bit better. Wrong set. Shit. Did unplugging that change? I'm not going to question it. I am not going to question that whatsoever. These things act so weird. I mean, they're pretty cheap, so that's most definitely one of the largest parts of it. But it's funny, it can just do that and run like absolute shit. And then you unplug something else, plug it back in, and it's fine. That just tells me that there's not enough power to supply these things, though, which is unfortunate. There should be. Just hit 5,000, I didn't realize that, but recognizing it now, that's what matters. Yeah, I've definitely got to find some other ways of powering these capture cards, or maybe I need to run an extension cord and power all of my AV to HDMIs from another room. No, that'd be worse. Do we hear all the sounds of all the GameCubes? Because we hear all the cries of Pokemon, but it does not sound chaotic or something. Well done. Well, thank you very much. It is actually, it's one singular input. So, I don't know which one it's feeding off. Actually, I do. I think it's number 10 it's feeding off of right now. And then I kind of just change it depending. Sometimes I'll change it up for fun. But sometimes I'll change it just for when we get the shiny on, say, number 15, and we want to throw it out for a test encounter to show the sparkles. I'll switch it then. Yeah, just the one. I couldn't really theorize another way to make that work. The one thing that I think would be really neat is if it could jump between inputs every encounter, and there was a slight chance that no matter what screen the shiny came up on, it very well could. It could show the cry, or it could not. Oh, look at that. Now you can see number 9's getting a little dim. We need a generator in here. That'll really get us where we need to go. I honestly feel like that though, and I don't understand. I have plenty of outlets. I don't use all of them. I keep a lot of the power off in the rest of the room when I am hunting, so not too sure why that's a continuance. I'm gonna try just unplugging that one capture card and plugging it back in. Oh, that very well could have been it, actually. One of them was just a tad bit pulled out, so we'll see if that helps at all. Likely not. It always baffles me how that can happen. Just one singular console drops the input. I suppose these aren't... Well, no, these are a pretty similar technology to a lot of other wireless controllers in its time, I think. I don't think it's anything that's, like, out of the ordinary. I'm pretty sure it performs just as any other controller, so I wonder why... I was thinking maybe there's something different about how it was designed that causes Wavebird receivers specifically to drop inputs like that. But, you know, to be fair, it's not very often either, so I shouldn't really complain too much. And I mean, you would never notice it if it weren't for the fact that there's so many running at once, right? So we started at 4K today. I'm going to try to go to... at least 10K probably by the end of stream. Of course, that depends. If our luck is turning up for the weekend, then perhaps that might be slightly modified. One thing too, you'll notice my voice is kind of a little bit different, and I keep clearing my throat a bunch. Reason being is I am quite sick, and I've been taking meds, but it's not helping as much as I would like, so I still got a little bit of a scratchy voice going on, so if you're curious, that is why. I did not lose my voice. Although I feel like I am. Don't want to jinx anything, but I'm gonna say that capture card being partially unplugged is the reason that it was flickering so much. Because it's been pretty steady since. I can't complain. Another thing I'm pretty happy with is we're getting a relatively decent encounter rate today. I find it much easier to tell if Pokemon are shiny on this route as compared to the forest. I mean, for one, you don't have Pikachu, which is an extremely subtle shiny. There is still Weedle, but they're far and few between, so the odds of you finding one here are not very high to begin with, but when you do see one, you know what it is. One thing I think I might do, I'm not sure if I'll do it after this stream today or when I plan to do it, but I would like to make a new 1 or 2 background audio playlists for the shiny hunts. So if you have any sort of recommendations for what genres of music you'd want to hear, what kind of vibes, obviously it's all going to be copyright free, just kind of background music similar to this. Hope you can find a Pidgey or something. The Pidgey line is underrated. I totally agree, and I am especially hoping that we can find one just for the fact that I think the gold bird looks so damn cool, and I've seen so many rats. I've seen so many greenish yellow rats. It was cool the first few times, but correct me if I'm wrong, I think I have 4 or 5. The same goes for the Mankey though. I think I've got yeah, 5 Mankeys. I still don't mind when you have that many phases though. Like, yeah, sure, it's annoying you're not getting your target, but at the same time, now you just have that many more chances to get good natures and good IVs as well. Yeah, I know Pidgey is just a bird, but Rattata is just a little mouse. Yeah, it's just the mouse. The mouse isn't doing it for me. I like the cute little burb. Plus, flying type is definitely nice as well. I like me a flying type. I wish they did Rattata like a... I think black would have been... Oh, did I attack on all of them? That was stupid. Wow, that was very unintelligent of me. Okay, well that's that. Oh my goodness. I know, I don't understand why there isn't more of an influx, and I will say in the recent generations they've been doing a little bit better, but like in integrating better flying hybrid types, like flying dark, flying steel, flying, you know, flying grass would be cool. Anything. Just not flying in normal. But if you are going to make them flying in normal, at least, like, give them some beastly stats. Make it make sense to want to use the Pokemon. I'm catching flies today. That's not good. Know what time it is. Peppermint oil in the stash. Makes the yawns. Fuck off. Yeah, I really do enjoy what they've been doing with flying types more recently. I still don't think we've had enough versatility yet. Or diversity in typing, rather. Oh yeah, that'll keep a guy awake. Ooh, spicy. Then again, I wish they would add something in one of the next generations that made, just in general, gave more of an incentive to use all normal types. I don't know what kind of mechanic they could add, but I'm sure there's something that could make them just a little more interesting. Maybe add, like, that every Pokemon... No, that couldn't work. I don't know. That's definitely something I'd have to think on, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a better idea at the moment. You could always add another type that it's weak to, but then obviously that's gotta integrate with everything else, and you have a whole new move pool, and it's a lot bigger of a job than it seems at face value. I just love how simplistic it is looking at this route. There's not too much that you have to look at. There's not much to really get into, just ease of viewing. If the sparkles are there, you will surely know. Oh. Camera's out here being all weird. Not really sure what I can do with that. I've noticed, like, and it's not like my setup uses a ton of power at all, because GameCubes use, I think they're rated for like 15 watts or something. But it just, I continually, like, oh, there we go. The camera cleared up. But I continually have these issues where anything that is USB powered will just glitch, because there's so many things running off of it, and I understand, but when you need something to interact with the computer, when you need something to interface with it, but it also needs to be powered, I don't know a better option. My power supply is more than large enough. Maybe... no, I don't want to put the PC directly in the wall, because I still want it in a surge protector as well. So yeah, I don't know. If anybody has any recommendations, or has like a more knowledgeable understanding of such a thing than myself, feel free to educate me, but I'm struggling with it. I'm going to sleep. Hope we can watch the stream tomorrow. See if you found something. Good luck. Well, hey, thank you very much. I appreciate you for stopping by. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your night. And yeah, hopefully there's some shiny hype to tune into. If so, you can always pop in the Discord. You'll see it in the stream or the sorry, the clips spot there. But thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. Have a great night. Take care. Stay safe. I'm just changing my layout here real quick. Okay, that's a little bit better. A little bit better. So we are just an hour in, essentially, at almost 6K. So yeah, roughly about 2,000 an hour. Not too bad, if you ask me. I want to move the whole set of characters over, but I feel like if I move some to the right, then some will be out of the grass patch. I guess if I was thinking diligently, I could always just bring them all down. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. So, get them all there, and then we got a fresh start here. Nice. Oh, that's actually a bad spot too. Shit. That's okay. As long as I don't move side to side, then I will stay as I am. But to be fair, whenever that happens, I have not intentionally caused it to, so I don't really have the most confidence in myself on that one. Just rolled over to 202,000 total encounters. Wow. That's a big number. That is a really fat number. And we are just about to roll over to 6,000 on this phase. Oh. That was our 6,000 flat, and no sharp luck there. But with that being said, we're just over 2,000 away from full odds. How many times can we roll over full odds this time? Can we hit 5? Shit. Oh. How does the one I don't want to move go the one way, and then the one that I do is just like, nope. Straight up we go. Left, never heard of it. Nope, not stopping by that place. Shit. That's so obnoxious. So I hate to say it, but from what I'm seeing here, and call me crass, but I feel as if the amount of purple I continually see on the screen, I feel like it's telling me we may have a Rattata as our next encounter. Or maybe I'm just kind of looking at what I want to see. Because this is still, it's close to 50-50. What I will say, so we're coming on, I guess, just over 200,000. What are the odds of us landing 2 shinies at the same time? I wonder how close we are to the actual theoretical odds of such an event. And that was just 2,000 under odds right there. I always catch it after I pass it. I don't know why. I suppose it's kind of like my streams. I will always be late around the same amount of time. Give me a parameter, I'll go just outside of it. I want to just double check after this encounter. Is this genuinely the only patch on Route 2? I'm pretty sure it is, but if it's not, that'd be nice. It is. Damn it. Well, I mean, that is what it is. I was just hoping that maybe there was something a little bit longer, a little more open, perhaps. Because a big thing for me is making sure that there's no... Like, if I can be on grass all the time, I'm just that much more likely to hit a shiny frame, right? So when there's this spot down here that I might hit sometimes that has absolutely no grass, I feel like that could be a huge part that slows me down, but at the same time, if that logic fell true, then Viridian would have been Pokefest. And it wasn't. There was absolutely fuck all. For the most part, anyway. You know, I wonder if, because a Weedle and a Caterpie are two separate 5% chances, because I guess one thing I've noticed is you'll notice 3 or 4 of them pop on the screen at a time between the two of them. Is there technically a higher chance of one of each popping up, or because they're individually 5% that shouldn't make a difference? No, that's a dumb question. There's no way it would make a difference. It couldn't. Okay, that did go up. I thought the secondary counter did not, but it indeed did. Super good. I wish there was a way that I could have those buttons be bound to the same key, but unfortunately I can't. So I can't have both counters go up on the same key, or down on the same key. That would definitely take a lot of the anxiety out of it, but... Oh, I swear to God, you couldn't pay me to sit still. Not even a little bit. Oh. I just want to hunt to prove that it can not take near as long as the last two. I kind of feel like our luck just permanently tanked from there, honestly. We used to have hunts all the time that were like 2, 3, 4,000, and those just don't seem to exist anymore. You know, maybe I could change the audio to a different console real quick. And then we just have a little bit more of a variance as per... I guess it's not really a variance, but makes it a little bit more... a slight bit more lucky, or likely rather, that we will encounter on a console that it'll actually make the noise. 23.5. Okay, there we go. We've now got audio from a entirely different source. I'm just gonna make sure it sounds good real quick. Sounds perfectly good to me. Yeah, I like to change up the source every once in a while just to give a little bit of variance, a little bit of difference. I think it would be a little cooler, and perhaps I never really thought about this until now, but if you ran like 8 Kanto on one side and 8 Hoenn on the other, and every stream, or like every little while in the stream, you just swap it across. So you get Kanto versus Hoenn noises. Or vice versa. Oh, I thought that was a shiny right there. Oh my goodness. I don't know why. That one Pidgey, right as I saw the sprite come up across the screen, I thought it glistened a little bit. Not quite enough. Not quite enough. We're one reset away from 700,000, bringing us, or 700,000, Jesus Christ, from 7,000. bringing us just over 1k below odds once again. This will be the, I want to say it'll be the 4th over odds in a row, maybe 3rd. I've been meaning to make a Google Sheets spreadsheet that kind of spans all of the different captures we've had and just gives you an idea of what they were, where they were, what console they were on, what day, all that jazz. Over odds, under odds. Oh shit. Shit. Ooh. Ooh. Goodness. So I guess I put in the poll how many resets roughly you might guess that will be until we see our next shiny. However, what I didn't include is what you think it might be. So this may just be my optimism speaking, but I'm gonna go for myself and say that it's gotta be a Pidgey. Which, with all of this shit luck we've had, like, you can't tell me that you're not just gonna suck it up and give me one freebie. Maybe just a hair under odds, maybe right on odds. You know, just at all even would be fantastic, but I'm gonna go on record now and say that's my guess, that's my goal. But yeah, I want to hear from you guys and hear what you're thinking. What you're thinking may pop up next, what your bets are on. too bad we don't have, I guess, is there even... They have the Mach Bike and the, Acro Bike in this game, right? If so, because you could just sit there and do the hopping method, and you wouldn't have to worry about when you're in the grass. You'd always be in the grass during an encounter, whereas you'll see on some of these, I'll accidentally, like number 7 there I just did, I'll walk outside of it for a second, and then... And I know it's extremely unlikely, but you have that 1 or 2 minute, maybe out of the whole stream, that 1 or 2 second chance where that frame might have passed, and if you were in the grass, it would have been triggered. Yeah, so if the Acro Bike is a thing in this game, which, like I said, I think it is, but I might be wrong, I'd like to get that as soon as we can, but obviously it's not going to be for a while. Like, we haven't even gotten to the first gym yet. We have to get through... We still have phases on each route. Route 2, 22, and the Viridian Forest. And the Viridian Forest, I mean, for being in there for well over 60,000 encounter, maybe not well over, but over 60k, getting 3 shinies, I'm very scared to see what the procurement of this line is going to take. And here I was getting super hyped about eventually going into the Safari Zone and going for Chansey. Oh my god, that's going to be a nightmare. I can't even get a Weedle on a route where it's like 40%. What kind of luck is that? I did just want to reiterate as well, I just want to thank you guys again, as I did hit 100 subscribers today, which is very funny because right before I started it, we were at 99, and then I quite literally pressed the start stream button and I checked, and there it was. So, much obliged, I really do appreciate that. Yeah. Not much more to say than that. We are officially less than 1,000 from full odds once again. It's like we're just a full odds channel nowadays. I guess the irony is in the statement, though. I do full odds hunts, I might as well... might as well get the full odds out of the full odds hunt. I paid for all the odds, I'm gonna use them. Motherfucker. I just had this totally irrational fear. And I guess it's not, because it's totally up to human error, and specifically mine. So I was thinking that, you know, I get like this far into a hunt, and then you realize as you watch the counter, it's going up by a different increment than you're used to. I have to manually set the increment every single time I start a new hunt for the current encounters on the bottom left corner there. I was just thinking, it seemed like I'd set it to 24 for a second in my head for whatever reason. Not to say that's logical or not. But I guess at the end of the day that wouldn't really be that annoying, because you could just subtract the multiple of however I guess you'd be. Take 8 times however many encounters you did. Subtract that, and you'd be right back where you needed to be anyway. Excuse me. Now I'm starting to feel like somebody dried out these games, because it's emanating through the gameplay. We're talking literally like 3,000 console encounters per, where quite literally 90% of them plus have not encountered a shiny. Like dozens of hours. Dozens on dozens. But I mean, with that being said, we should be due for one, like, right away, if we base any of our past anecdote on how this should go, to any extent even. We've never been this, even near this close to this dry for this long. And this hunt is not that bad, mind you, right? It's just this in conjunction with the previous two is just frankly crazy, to say the least. Oop. Oop, oop, oop. That is not what I meant to do whatsoever. Freaking ever. What I did mean to do is grab a fat sip of juice. Yeah. That's about. You know, I think it would have been cool if they added like a 1% Pidgeotto encounter here. And it'd be even funnier if they made it like a ridiculously low level. Made it like a level 7 Pidgeotto. You telling me that wouldn't be just a little bit cool? Even if they could do like, and I'm sure they never have, but like a 0.5% encounter or something. Something you just rarely ever see. Something that makes no sense. And it's not like they haven't done iterations of that already. Like, there's many Pokemon where you can catch them at a level where they are not actually high enough to be the level they're at to begin with. That's pretty common in Pokemon, actually. So I feel like that's not a far cry. That would have been... that would have been really good innovation. And then especially when the internet wasn't huge and kids were just playing these games with each other and, you know, in the middle of a school field or mom's basement. It would be more of like a myth, like, oh yeah, Tommy said he found a Pidgeotto in Route 2. And then everybody goes and checks and they go for like an hour and they can't find one, so they determine you're full of shit until one day you find it and you show them. Turn out to be somewhat of an urban legend. Oh, what the f... Did I already increase the... Okay, I did. Jesus Christ, that was so trippy. I didn't know if I put the counter up yet, and then it's just on one regular menu, most of them are out, and then one's just flipping back and forth like fucking mad. I just had the pit in my stomach because I thought I saw shiny Pidgey again. I gotta stop doing that to myself. I really do. Especially on a sprite that is so obvious. Like, you can tell it's not shiny when it's not shiny. Just a few hundred away from odds. A number we've been oh so familiarized with before. Oh my god. When is it gonna end? I don't feel like it's gonna end. I think we opened a Pandora's box here. You know, it would be really cool if they gave shinies a different bright animation as well when they come up. That was 204,000 flat, by the way. But say instead of like, let's just pretend for Pidgey it does a peck or something when it shows up on the screen, right? Imagine instead of that it does like a wing flap. And then not only do you see it's shiny, but you see that and you're like, whoa. What the hell? This guy's built different. I feel like that's neat. That's just me, but... just the little details, right? Oh, 192 left until odds. Fuck. The Cora who cried wolf. Happy to see you. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? And how's your weekend going so far? Have you been keeping yourself busy? Tired. Why are you tired? What's going on, Cora? Also, you tuned in at just the perfect time. You're about to watch us tiptoe right over odds. Been doing work. I'm burned out. I'm sorry to hear that. That's never fun. I know the feeling, if it makes you feel any better. I've been pretty piled up myself recently, but I've been managing, to be fair. Mon service doing spring cleanups. Oh, that's laborious. That's laborious. Is it warm where you're living at the moment? Where you're working anyway? Because I guess you may not work where you live or live where you work. Yeah, I did a bit of lawn service stuff Probably 5 or 6 years ago. It was pretty tough though. Especially when the sun's beating down on you. Thinking of quitting YouTube. I'm sick of these shinies now spawning. Oh, not spawning. I feel ya. I feel ya. I feel ya. Why do you say that though? You can't let that push you away from the passion. That's half the fun. Is the journey. They say that, right? And you just got a shiny like last week, didn't you? You were doing pretty alright. You got a... Was it a Totodile you got? Or would I be incorrect in saying that? Alright, so this will be odds, I guess. Well, this will bring us 2 odds. Ayoy. I regret spending all the money in these Gamecubes and the Nuzlocke isn't getting the views I hoped it would. Mood. I feel you. I feel. You know, my Nuzlocke is very much not doing fantastic right now. So we're over odds, by the way. We'll just throw that out there in case nobody noticed. It's always fun. But yeah, we're our Nuzlocke is kind of in shambles at the moment. We've lost so many integral Pokemon, and don't get me wrong, we're still running strong. Still running strong. Oh, we're fucking... Nice buffer there. Are we fucking buffering again? Jeez. Maybe it's just my internet. Saw a little circle going on there. You know, the one thing, like, if you're gonna string me to almost 5x odds, you could at least bring me there, you know? Like, why couldn't I just have 4 more thousand? Hit that just over 40k. Give me the advantage of at least being able to say that I did it. No, we'll pull the plug. Sell the cubes. Shut her all down. Maybe it's time we just double down. 16 more. Let's go. You know, actually, that would be kind of cool. Run an extra 16, but to do Hoenn at the same time. So you got like 16 Kanto on top of 16 Hoenn. That would be kick-ass. Not you projecting my deepest wishes in the chat. If only a shiny on 12. A shiny in my heart, nevertheless. But not the visual kind. Sad day for Billen. Just absolutely spouting off now. The shiny alarm has reached its ringing point. And so it shall. You know, I made these fried chicken sandwiches yesterday. And they were so good, I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna drain out my oil and clean it out today and clean out my my deep fryer, but I think after stream I am going to go to the store, buy another pack of chicken breasts, and I am making more fried chicken burgers, because that was so fucking good. So good. Charizard, I am so happy to see you on stream today. Awesome to see you here. Hope your weekend's going well, and hey, it's all good. Man's gotta cook, man's gotta eat. I cannot blame you whatsoever. How is cooking? And what do you got to eat? God, I just rifle at you with the questions, hey? Sounds like mom when you've been away at college for the past 6 months and wants to know everything about everything you've done in the past semester of your life. Ooh, beef and broccoli. That sounds good. Sounds real good. Hey, it's all good, Cora. I'm happy you stopped by. I appreciate you. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I hope to see you in the next one. And I hope one day you yell shiny and you're just coincidentally right. Right before bed too. Didn't even tell me what screen it was this time. It's okay, my mom asks me more questions every weekend as I come home from college. Oh, so you, that is actually your situation. I was just speaking figuratively, that's funny. I will say, I'm kind of the same, except for me it's just, I live 6 minutes down the road, so my parents, when I do stop by, they always got quite a few questions for me. There has been a shiny on screen every time I've said that. Oh no! Not me fucking myself over. Yeah, I guess if I didn't put them there. Should I stop that? Or is that something maybe we should keep on going with for a little while? I'm down for either. Just put them there and miss them. May as well. May as well. Oh my god, that was the ugliest face I've made in years. Besides like the other 6 or 7 I made this stream, but no, don't stop, I'll do it anyway. Alright, well, you convinced me. You have fully convinced me. God, I hate being sick. It's like I can't clear my throat no matter how much I try. I'd really appreciate if I could. Not gonna lie. One might even say it'd be kind of a vibe. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It would be cool if routes had, like, I guess you could call them, like, chance encounters, per se, where you could have one Pokemon that, or I guess 1% of the spawn rate on a specific route that is dedicated to potential, like, 3 or 4 Pokemon that it could pick a random of. I don't know. I feel like that'd be kind of cool. A little bit of a difference. Not everything has to be the same. Please get a shiny as I go walk my dogs. It would make my dogs so happy. Well, I can't make your dogs sad, so now I have to. Okay. Just give me like 35 seconds to will it into existence, and yeah, we'll be right there. One shiny coming right up for you, Charizard. Too bad it can't be a Charizard, but I suppose with a Game Shark it could be. Can you imagine just a shiny wild Charizard pops up on the screen in its Gen 1 sprite? Hey Jevin, welcome to the stream. Thank you for popping by. Appreciate you. How's your day going so far? And you're very close. You're very close. 16 GameCubes, actually. It's quite the concoction, I will say that. If you're interested to hear about it, I'm happy to blab all about it. Man's gotta do what man's gotta do for the shinies, you know? $16 DSs though, I have considered the notion before. However, with that being said, I don't really know how I could make that happen. And the reason being is I don't know how you could control that many at once. I know there are such things as controller mods, but definitely not the most cost-worthy, not the most feasible. But there's people who have done it. Do that, throw an HDMI mod on all of them, boom. Heart Gold, Soul Silver, there you got her. My hand could play 345 bingo cards. You could. Sounds like she's an absolute unit. 345 bingo cards. I think I maxed out at about 3 bingo cards. Tops. And that's on a good day. Most days with my attention span, maybe 2. You know, that reminds me, I kind of forget that people still go out and play bingo often. We have a bingo place in my city. It's like right downtown beside one of these grocery stores. But it's in a place where you never really see it unless you're going to the specialty shops beside the grocery store. I feel like maybe one Saturday I should just go down and spend my morning having a mimosa and punching onto a card. It'd be a fun time. Then again, I mean, we could play bingo right here as well. just with shiny Pokemon. And give us like, you know, I don't know, 80 times longer to do it, and surely we can produce the same results, right? That's the goal anyway. So, Jevin, what are you up to today? Are you shiny hunting, just hanging out, vibing, enjoying your Sunday before you've got to go back to the rest of your weekly dues? Shiny Pokemon bingo would be way better. I will say it would have a nice ring to it for sure. I would feel very accomplished. Then again, you know, we can actually determine based on the chart I have on the bottom whether or not we would have gotten one by now. So do we have 13, 10, 7, and 4? 13, 10, 7, 4. Yeah, we technically have gotten a bingo. I should count them in order. Count how many we've gotten. Make a little spreadsheet for it. Have this like 2 years down the road where it's like, there are 72 bingos in row A. I am on the worst shiny hunt of my life. I'm over 10x on Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I'd settle for, I need to check it at this point, 27,000 resets. Damn, I am sorry for that. That is a that is a treacherous hunt. No, I've got to ask, how many consoles are you running for that hunt? Is that a single? Is that 2 consoles? 4 if you're crazy? Because I ran 4 Game Boys for a while, and I will tell you that takes a lot of dedication. The arthritic pain I would get in my hands was not worth it. Single, oh my goodness. That is crazy. That's that is some extreme dedication. And here I am, I'm complaining of the fact that my last hunt, we did go, to be fair, my last hunt we did go 36,000, but that's still only a couple thousand per console. So to hear that, 27,000 on one console, I commend you. That is very impressive. That's quite the perseverance as well. May the shiny luck be with you. All fighting the same demons, man. The RNG gods just slapping us across the face. You'll get her soon enough, though. And once you do, you know, it's going to feel so much nicer to be able to sit there and say, hey, you know, this was a fucking huge pain, but I prevailed and I don't have to do it again. Now, what's your preference? What are you trying to get? What's your target mon? I'm gonna guess Totodile, but Cyndaquil's pretty damn good too, so can't take him out of the realm of question. Nailed it. Totodile was my childhood, so I'm trying to recreate my OG team from many moons ago, but in shiny. That's really cool. That's a really, really cool idea. I'm proud of you for actually starting that, and I mean, especially getting already 27,000 into the starter. Like, you've got so much to go, but it's going to be such an awesome journey. Now, I've got to ask, did you just kind of remember what your childhood team was, or did you have a backup of your save? How did you How did you memorize that? I guess childhood could mean heart gold, soul silver, or could mean gold or silver. Which ones did you play? Or crystal? I guess don't let me forget that one. Crystal is still definitely OG. So at 27K, like that's... How much time has that taken you? That's gotta be like months and months and months at least, right? If not like year plus. This is 205,000 total resets, by the way. What have we got? Prickle. Yeah, honestly, I would have to go through, like, even if I went into my Heart Gold at the moment, my childhood one, which I do have the save, I can only remember one Pokemon I used. Like, if I could find my starter, obviously I could figure it out from there, or at least the starter, via the OT number, but or the ID number and the OT. But like, I don't know, all I can remember is I had a hacked shiny Arceus, and that's it. So that is impressive. 9,000 total encounters, by the way, for this phase. Blue, silver, and all the way up from there. And ADHD, I use all my RAM on Pokemon data over the years. Probably about 5 months now, if not longer. That's pretty impressive to have that many over 5 months. Honestly, you must be pretty disciplined in not lollygagging too much around when you're, you know, in between your resets, where you might sit there and, you know, watch the TV for a second before you go and set her back again. But I totally get that. My brain is kind of similar with stuff nowadays, anyway. As a kid, I don't know, I just didn't really have the... I did not have the mental capacity to remember all of the things that I did. All of the things that I enjoyed. I think I was just... I don't even know. I was just a different breed. I lived in the moment. Did what felt right. I've always been very forgetful. But as I get older, I actually present more and more ADHD traits. So, I've actually recently been considering going to my doctor and just getting an evaluation, because I know it's extremely unlikely to develop into adulthood. But it is possible. And if that is the case, then I could focus a hell of a lot more, then oh my god, that would be fantastic. Like, you'll notice if you watch a stream where I'm hunting for, you know, like 3-4 hours straight, I move probably like 15-20 times. Just like all the time. I've never been still. And I never will be. Math test was 50%. South Park and Pokemon, I would have gotten scholarships. It's very possible, and more frequent in our generation. I'm very familiar. Yeah, it seems to be very, I guess, much more prevalent in people nowadays, that you find people are sharing and experiencing these ADHD traits. And I guess a lot of that too is just awareness of disorders and how they can affect people, and people having the insight to look further into why things affect them the way they do. But yeah, it is definitely possible. I just hate to go around and say that I have it when, I mean, I'm very, very, very pretty certain that I do, but the guy kind of needs a doctor to tell them that. Just to be certain. I'm sure, especially as somebody with ADHD, hearing a bunch of self-diagnosis, especially when people may not necessarily know what they're talking about, isn't the most flattering. Oh no, 15. What are you doing? What are you doing, screen 15? You know, that's one thing too, is I watched a ton of South Park when I was a kid, and I loved it. Like, I'm talking 8 through 13 I watched it. Like, not seasons, like age 8 through age 13. And I still, like, there's a good amount of stuff I retained, but not near what I should have, if I'm honest. No, man, I'm happy to hear it. More people need to investigate. It's memorable from that time as well. I suppose that's fair. That is fair. I mean, it's at least good to acknowledge what you're dealing with and, you know, try to find a derivative for it. But I definitely think it is important for people to try to back those claims by an expert opinion if they can, if that's something that's available to them. But I mean, for the most part, as I'm sure you're quite aware, people are pretty, I mean, the only person that's going to be able to, for the most part, tell you exactly what they're dealing with is the person who's dealing with it from that that first person perspective. So as long as somebody's educated enough to know what they're talking about, theoretically you should be able to relate your feelings back to, or I guess not that, your knowledge back to your anecdote, if that makes sense. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I feel like that, I feel like it's just a little bit more respectful to the people who may actually be suffering with something that, you know, tends to hinder their life to some extent. I guess my point being is there's a lot of people that like to pretend they deal with things for the fact that it gets attention, or that it makes them different. Which it's not the right motivation to be looking into those things. That's for damn sure. There's better motives for that. At the end of the day, though, I may as well be a squirrel. So we can leave it at that. I need no label. Other than squirrel. That one works. Yes, sir. Calling a shiny on screen 9, by the way. Bold of you. Bold of you. I like to hear it. Screen 9 would be good, and I say that because Screens 5 and 9 are both my 2 limited edition Pokemon XD consoles. So I kind of consider them lucky when we get shinies on them. But I like that guess. Now, if you're gonna go that far as to guess, what shiny do you think it's gonna be? Or have you not gotten that far yet? And yes, I can't oblige. Squirrel life is best. It is so mind-boggling to me how flipped on its ass my shiny luck has gotten. If you look at like my first 30 streams, I had pretty fantastic luck around the board. And to be fair, it was way too generous. I was not like I mean there was a time where I had a phase that was like it was like 752 or something. And granted, on personal days, I've had that, or I guess personal hunts rather, I've had that before, but I'm talking like 5,000, then 2,000, then 3,000, then 700, then 6,000. But this is where we are paying back for that in full. I didn't think we'd see the day. So far, we've seen the month. The month of Shiny Reckoning. Yeah, I'm still sitting strong, sitting hopeful. I want it to be a Pidgey. I really hope it's a Pidgey. We'll see. They will get you. I've had some come quick and some hellish. Yeah, it really... I find that shiny hunts kind of just like to take whatever energy I'm emanating. So like if I feel like it's going to be a super long hunt and we're not going to find anything for a while, I feel like they just get thrown at me really quickly. But if I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, our last 4 hunts have been over odds, I really think we're due for one. I swear, as long as I keep my pessimism, it just continues. So maybe I'm just doing an inverse manifestation, and that's what I need to fix. But yeah, these hunts will get you sometimes. And sometimes they are just too kind. I'm still waiting for the day where I get 2 shinies at once. I think I will cry the day I get 2 shinies at once. Okay, there we are. Sorry about that. I just had to mess with the layout again there real quick. Craziest story ever. Age 8 or 9, didn't know shinies existed. Christmas morning, walking to my nan's, so focused on Pokemon. Walk into a snowbank at the same time as a shiny Hoot encountered. Panicked, thought I damaged my Game Boy. Reset and... oh, that is so terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. That is very unfortunate. But you know what? I have one, and this one might make you feel a little bit better. So, I would have been like 9 years old, and I was playing Pokemon Diamond. And for some reason when I was a kid, I really liked to reset my games a lot and just restart them. Not sure why, I couldn't tell you, but I really enjoyed it. So I restarted my game one day, and upon restarting, I opened it up and I got my starter, I got my Piplup, and I clicked open and I saw that it had this like weird hue to it, and there was that red little star there. And I don't know why, as a 9-year-old, I didn't have the competence to understand, you know, you have the internet at your disposal, buddy, maybe look it up. No. I, instead of saving first, I thought I'd reset and see if it was different when I turned it back on. Yeah, I didn't save, and then I realized it wasn't the same, and yeah, I got a pit in my stomach right after that because I damn well knew what I did. But kids aren't always the most intuitive. I beat myself up for it, but at the end of the day, I think this is how I compensate. Yeah, it's just you and me in here, Jevin. Just you and me. Struggling, failing shinies. My very first shiny was Pokemon Silver. I was probably... it would have been 8. This would have been just before. And I was in... I don't know where I was actually, but I encountered a shiny Venonat. And I was stupid, and I didn't think to weaken it or anything. I just had Pokeballs, and yeah, I think I had 2 or 3. I yeeted them at it. I ran out, and yeah, no shiny Venonat. So, that's sad. Yeah, exactly. Just get your devices out and take any free time you have outside of work, and that's the old shiny hunt compensation right there. Sometimes you gotta work to make up lost time. That's what this is. Now the question is, if I keep having this shit of luck, do I go out and buy another 4 and add them to the setup? I'm gonna say no, purely for the fact that I think there's nowhere to put the screens. I can't make anything smaller. Well, I could, but it would look like shit. To be fair. Whew. So I'm thinking, I'm not too sure. I think we're gonna go somewhere's around. Oh no! I didn't mean to disappoint them, Charizard. I tried my best. I tried my best. Let him down, didn't I? Great chat and good luck with the stream. Good luck to the channel. I'll be here to support you. I've got 5 hours till work, but I'll be back. And 4 more wouldn't hurt. Well, yeah, I appreciate that very much. Thank you very much. The support means tons, so have a fantastic rest of your day or week whenever you happen to stop by next. Appreciate you. Stay safe. It's okay, they're forgiving as long as you get the next one of 5k encounters. Oh. Are you sure they're gonna stay forgiving, Charizard? Are you sure about that? Hey, I'm happy to help, man. I know the feelings, and if you ever need anybody to chat with and to get some spirits up, we do have a Discord in the description of the video and of the channel. So a lot of our core community members are in there, and you can feel free to go in there and talk about whatever you wish. We try to be as supportive of a community as we can, as small as we are. So feel free. But anyways, hope to see you next time. Keep those spirits up, man. A smile moves mountains. Thanks again, Jevin. Jevon's the VIP. You know, these colors are getting repetitive. Not quite as repetitive as all the worms, but when you toss them into the mix, it doesn't feel much different. It really doesn't. Like, look, there's still 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 worms right there. It's the same shit, I swear. Oh god, Charizard, could you imagine all worms on Route 2? That would be crazy. I don't even think that's possible. I think we're just talking make-believe at this point. Look, if that happens... You know what? If that happens, Charizard, I'll start shipping you some of my cubes. I'll ship you like 1 every 2 weeks. Basically, only half as rare as all Pikachu. Oh, being that there's the 2 separate 5%, you mean? Because it's technically 10%? That's fair, that's fair. And we have had, well, we maxed at 6 chews, I think? I think there was a 6 once. So, I mean, that was only 10 shy. If you take that and you apply the odds to this, we could have theoretically gotten 12. So... yeah, you're right, you're right. It's more popular than I'd like to think. Well, I would like to think it's more likely, not popular, sorry, that was the wrong word. I'd like to think it's more likely anyway. Almost 6k since we started today. It ain't no shiny here, boy. I don't see no glistening sparkles on the screen. I don't see no Pokemon, no man. They ain't no shinies to me. Oh, Charizard, I don't know. I must have done something because this seems hostile. This seems intentionally hostile to give me this many long ass phases in a row. Like just over odds. I think this is the 4th. Can you correct me? Is this the 3rd or the 4th? I know it's at least the 3rd, but I don't know if the one... I think the one before the 24k was below odds, maybe? It is the 3rd? Okay. That's still crazy, though. Just a little bit whack, if you ask me. $5K Caterpie, 24K Kakuna, 3 million Caterpie, 10K now. Wasn't that like 3.5 million? It felt like it anyway. Oh god. 3 million Kakuna. Yeah, that's... I think my games just kind of turned on me and they're like, hey, you know, if you're gonna run us this often, maybe you should, like, incentivize us somehow. And give them some extra memory cards, put them in both slots, you know. Wavebird receivers for all 4 ports. That'll please them. It's Cosmic Rays. Cosmic Rays, you say? I crave familiarization with such a statement. $206,000 flat. Wow. Rays from the sun are traveling to Earth and bite flipping your cubes on moments where you're supposed to be getting shiny frames, eliminating them. I want to say that's what it is. I like that. It's the world trying to screw me over. Surely the RNG couldn't be doing it. It's circumstances outside of the RNG's control. I see how it is. Got enough on my face from my window right here. Oh. Oh, perhaps that's all I need. A little window shade. Oh, that was 10,000 flat. I didn't realize. Well, nothing exciting anyway. Oh, I thought 9 encountered. My bad. Oopsies. Oh, shit. It's a meme from Super Mario 64. Some guy got a once-in-a-lifetime glitch where he warped upwards on TikTok clocks. Some guy put a bounty on recreating his trick to no luck. People theorized it must have been a bite flip that caused the cosmic caused by a cosmic ray, which is theoretically possible. Recently, people came out saying that such an occurrence would be astronomically unlikely, and so the theory was debunked. Well, fuck. Was it that, like, how unlikely was it that he managed to do that? Are we talking like 1 in a million? Are we talking like 1 in a trillion? 1 in 100,000? It is really crazy when that kind of stuff does happen, though. There's one video I watched, I forget exactly what it was, but it was a person who was doing encounters in... It was Gen 1 or Gen 2. And they went a literal, it was like 55 seconds straight of walking in the grass without getting an encounter. And at face value, it seemed pretty, like, okay, well that's really weird, but that's not too insane. It turns out the chances of that happening were quite literally like 1 in millions, if I recall. I might be wrong, the numbers might have been different, but it was like 1 in millions, I think. Extremely unlikely. No one knows why the glitch happened or how to recreate it, thus the cosmic ray speculation. Other people say it was because this cartridge was tilted. That's so weird that, like... Because surely if people have these ideologies, they have some sort of something to back that, right? Like... I don't know. Surely they're not formulating these opinions without any sort of evidence of something that could be circumstantial. Then again, this is the internet, so could be wrong. But I wonder how the cartridge being tilted would affect it. Or if that's just a joke. Cartridge tilting is a common thing to reduce glitches on N64 games like Mario 64 and Ocarina of Time. Really? Oh. That's interesting. How the fuck does that... How does that affect it? That don't even make no sense. Not to a small pea-brain like myself, anyway. I think it has to do with the shaky connections with the pins, causing it to send faulty data between the game and console. That makes sense. I mean, I guess it's really the same as, like, sometimes when the screens flicker here for the multi-viewer, it's because it's like a dirty power source, so it sends bad power and changes what happens up here. I suppose the same could be said for non-volatile and volatile data. I just never really considered that before. It's all brown burbs from here. Ain't no gold bird in sight. Into green rats on the horizon tonight. No, ain't gonna sparkle tonight. I don't know. I'm thinking I'm gonna stop at 11,000 today. I think that's a fair stopping point. That is, I do have to make some dinner and get everything ready for tomorrow for work. I was just really hoping that, you know, you do 7,000 encounters and you find something, but I suppose that's not always the case. But then again, we've got a little ways to go yet, so anything's possible. Our luck can turn at the flip of a coin. Oh, fuck. Jordan, hey, welcome to the stream. Happy to see you. Working on a hard mode for FireRed. Like a Nuzlocke? Like a hardcore Nuzlocke, you mean? Or is this something even different? Like a ROM hack? Excuse me. A ROM hack. Okay, cool. So this is something you're creating yourself. Oh, excuse me again. Wow. The utter disrespect. That is so cool. How long have you been working on that? And you should, if you're interested, I mean, I'm sure most of us would be. If you're willing, you should share your progress in the Pokemon section of our Discord. There's a lot of people that would think that's pretty neat stuff. Oh, 2 days, so it's a new thing. Oh yes, Charizard. I was pretty happy about that as well. So that. I got kind of a funny answer for that. So it didn't technically happen this stream, but it technically did. So I was messing around and I was designing a new cover photo for today. I just wanted to make a new YouTube banner, which I don't know if you've looked at the channel, but you'll see I did make it and I put a new one on there. Cuz I do like doing some commentary type stuff too, so I wanted to make sure the channel was presented as more of, you know, not just Pokemon directly. I don't want to put myself in a box. But anyway, when I was doing that and I had uploaded the banner right before I went live, I updated it and it said 99 subs, right? So I was like, okay, cool. Okay, that's nice. Maybe we'll roll over it on stream, right? So I got everything started up, hit manage broadcast, set my stuff up, started the stream, and when I went to look at where I monitor my chat, it rolled over to 100. So it literally happened as I started the stream, like before it was actively running. So I don't know what happened there, but I'm really happy for it and I'm grateful for it. Oh, it's at 101 now. Oh, that must have been I'm gonna imagine Jevin. He was just talking in the chat a little while before. I don't think I've seen him around, so I'm gonna guess that was likely him. But that's awesome. That's really cool. I'm really happy to see our first little milestone like that. To 25, to 50, to 75, to 100. Small steps, but they're in the right direction, and that's what matters. I do very much appreciate the congratulations. Brock's new team is Larvitar, Sudowoodo, Graveler, and Steelix, which is a double battle. Ooh. And I take it, I could be wrong, have you put them together based on like different abilities that they have that can work against whatever the trainer has facing the gym? Ooh. Sudowoodo and Steelix cover every starter with Fire Punch. Oh, wait. Yeah. Cover every starter with Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, and Earthquake. Yeah, so yeah, I can see why that that equates to hard mode. Sorry, I'm not always fantastic with typing. As far as remembering what super affects what, and honestly, a lot of my life I've just kind of looked it up, and then I forget it right after I look it up. But I like how you added that combo together. That's gonna be a pain in the ass to counter. Especially at that point in the game. Hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby? What? What? I'm so out of touch. I'm so out of touch with memes. I keep myself in too much of a bubble. Whew. Throw 'em out there, buddy. Also, Giovanni is no longer the Viridian gym leader. Now it's Steven Stone with a team of Swampert, Blaziken, Sceptile, Skarmory, Aggron, and Metagross. Oh my god. Oh, dude, that is beastly. I've got to play that once you get that finished up. I've got to give that a whirl. And get my ass absolutely kicked. I like the touch with him having the Metagross as well. Goodness. I can't be falling asleep now. I still gotta make dinner tonight. Did I move over weird there? I think I shuffled over to the left a little bit. I might be wrong. But it seemed like it did. It did seem like it did. Steven Stone gives you one of the 3 Hoenn starters in the Heart Gold Soul Silver post-game, so I gave him Hoenn starters over Armaldo, Cradily, and Claydol. That makes sense. I like the thinking behind that, because it still follows a sensical derivative of like how it's been presented in the rest of the storyline for the series, right? Excuse me. I like the detail. I definitely do. And like I said, once you've got that done, you've definitely got to send that over to me so I can give her a whirl. I've never actually played any ROM hacks at all, but talking to a lot of the viewers here recently in the last couple months, I do have to say you guys have gotten me interested. ROM hacks would make fun challenge runs for you. Yeah, I think so. I think it would be, it would just add a little bit more versatility to what the regular games already have, right? And I'm sure it would be quite easy for me to throw a poll out there and you guys could give me some ideas for some challenges we could integrate into specific ones, because you guys tend to have a lot better knowledge of this than I do as far as just general ROM hacks and mechanics, honestly. I never claimed to be much other than a shiny enthusiast. A shiny enthusiast that can never find shinies as a kid. It's kind of funny. Only a few, and when I did, I'd fail them. Also, the Sevi Islands and Versus Seekers are both gone, and the rival odds... Oh, the rival adds the Magby, Pichu, or... Is it Azuro? Yeah, Azuro lines, depending on your starter. Okay, that's cool. I gotta ask, why... what was your motivation for, like, just totally Xing them out of there? So it was 207,000 flat. I despise the Sevi Islands, and it's a ton of free trainer data I can take. Oh, okay, okay. That's fair, that's fair. Why do you hate them so much? That said, I do definitely understand the motivation. I don't want to get that confused. I can see why that makes sense. Damn. Okay, this is technically, I did say this would be the last one right here. I'll run a few more just for the sake of hopefulness and luck. Go a few over 11,000, but I think for today this will be a good place to stop the stream. So unfortunate. I feel like we've gotten so screwed over recently on these odds. I never liked them. You can still get Johto Home Pokemon, so they would be completely pointless. That makes sense. I mean, it's like anything. You make a story and you're not supposed to add details unless they're going to be relevant to something, right? If you can add something and it accomplishes the same things as another area, is there really a reason to have it? So no, I definitely respect that. That makes sense. Why go to an extra place you don't need? And allow people to, like, if it's a hard mode, right? You want them to be able to train a little bit less before, I would imagine, off of trainer battles. So if you can eliminate those, then it just makes it that much easier. Or that much easier, the latter. That much harder. Alright, well, we'll, do a couple more here. Did you know that in the code, the rival is named Terry? I wonder why. They must have done that just for testing. That's so funny. Why Terry? Is there, like, a lore behind that? At all? I'll do 5 encounters from here, and I'm gonna call it after that. Because I just keep going, and then I never actually limit myself. So this will be number 1. Oh, shit. Nice. 50 more encounters? I guess it depends on how you look at that. 50 collective or 50 on the controller? Touche, touche. How many what's 50 times 16? Like 700? Something like that? Yeah. You know, it's funny, I stopped counting. So I think this is number 3. 800? See, you know, I genuinely, I'd consider it, but then there's the fact that, and then I'm 200 under odds, and it's like, okay, well now you just do the other 200, right? I'm not gonna lie, I am kind of, I would really like to go to odds today. I guess it's not double odds anyway, it's just odds for the day. It's all about perspective. All about perspective. No, it's we'll we'll do a couple more and then leave it for the day. Can you tell I'm not solid in my decision making? Do I know what's odd? What's odd, Charizard? Yeah, I totally agree. 3 in a row, not to mention, I mean, if you want to be technical, like if you count, because we were 8, 16, 24, so we were basically triple odds, and then we were almost 5x odds, and then now we're almost, I mean, I guess encroaching on double odds? Kinda, we're not super close, but, I'm frankly disgusted. I don't... Oh, there it is! Shiny Pidgey! Look at that! Okay, maybe it was a good thing I stayed on. Okay. Okay. That's all we needed. That is it. Yes. We got the gold bird. Ah, yes, your distraction did work. I see, I knew I could redeem myself for him. Fuck yeah, that's awesome. Okay, give me 2 seconds. I just want to go to the washroom real quick before we do this. But then we'll get right into the shiny. This one's for you, Charizard. I'll give you that. Alright, alright, alright. I'm back. Let's get this bastard. 4th shiny on 2. That is 2. Awesome. Thanks for waiting for me. I appreciate that. I really needed the break. So, switch over our channel here. And let's load up our capture screen. That is HD60S. Nice. And then I don't know which one. I guessed right the first time. So, my apologies, the screen's pretty dark. I don't know what's going on with that. Actually, you know what? I can unplug and plug back in, and it might get brighter. Or I could do that and lose the power to it and be stupid. Oh, that is funny. That's funny. Don't worry, the console's on. We didn't lose the console. It's the display. No, we didn't fail it. Don't worry. Console's still running. It's just the multi-viewer's a piece of shit. Or the okay. Just, you never know. And it's the converter, not the multi-viewer, I guess. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, this is funny. I should have just dealt with it. Yeah, it looks green. You noticed that too, hey? Oh, that's so funny that it's literally just number 2 as well. Oh, that is so funny. I like gave myself an unaccessible shiny. I wonder if it just quit on me. The bird is very shy. How do I access it? Oh wow, this is intense. I don't know what to do. I got an idea for the time being. Oh, this is scary. Okay. There we go. Okay. So, currently... Oh, I was so worried something was going to mess up, I had to move the cubes to switch the inputs. For the time being, Shiny Pidgey is going to sit on number 13, even though it is not, even though it's not number 13. Just so we can catch it. Oh my Christ. Okay guys, after 3 million years, we've gotten our number 13 second shiny. Okay, that was hectic, but we're here, and we can finally catch the fucking thing. So, let's get into it. Charizard, I guess you're gonna have to start thinking on names if I don't fail it. I guess I also have to put the... Let's put the audio one. So it's gonna be, if it's number 13, 4, 8, 12, 13, so it's gonna be source number 1. Just want to confirm you can hear the audio from this one specifically. Maybe not. Wow, those all look so terrible. Oh, because it'd be source number 3, that's why. I'm stupid. There we go. I have 3 names in mind. Fuck yeah. That's what I like to hear. That is what I like to hear. Wow, I still can't hear it, but I guess it really doesn't matter at the end of the day. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We're gonna try to catch this guy. Not this being my most hectic shiny catching of all. Or failing, potentially. 14 balls, alright. Do we have audio for that? Let me see here. I know why we don't. I know exactly why we don't. Now we should have audio for it, if I'm smart. Would you look at that? We've got it. We're in. We are in. We have to be in. We have to be. There's the audio on the capture. There we go. This is quite literally the most hectic shiny I have ever gotten. But we have caught it, and thank you for being here for it, Charizard, because I did not make this easy. That is, I can't read this. Pidgey comes in at 0.3 meters tall, 1.8 kilograms heavy, and it's a bird. What can I say? That's what we know. Will we give it a nickname? Yes, we will. We will also do nature guesses. I'm gonna guess it is... brave. I think it's brave-natured. We got 5 letters to work with. What are we gonna name this fellow? I'll just add in real quick. This is our 17th. This is console number 2. It's got 4 now. 11,248. Nice. On console number 2. And it's gonna be our little gold friend. I'm ready to hear him. I like quirky as a nature guess. I think it could be quirky. Where's the old Pidgey? That's a regular Pidgey. Why do I even got that there? I just realized that. That's stupid. Anyway. Hal, green bird from Angry Birds. Okay, I like that. I like that. Okay, these are all good. These are all good. Okay. That capture card does really suck, so I like El Gato. That's good. That capture card is whack. And then we've got Hal. I think that is really funny. But we also will have more Pidgeys, so we can use that one later. Oh, no way, you got a shiny Zigzagoon. Hey, that is awesome. And second one of the night, too. That is awesome. What game are you playing? Is it, are you on Emerald specifically? Because if you are, you will have just gotten a very good save file. The saves will be, you should continually get shinies. But if not, oh, Alpha Sapphire. Oh, that is fantastic. That is so lucky. Congratulations. What are you gonna name it? That's just out of the blue like that. No way. We gotta tie that naming session together somehow now. Zigza 2. Oh geez, that's tough. You could name them Thing 1 and Thing 2. Good old Dr. Seuss reference. I like that. I still gotta think of the ones you said here. Because I like them all. Elgato. Error. I think Elgato. I think it's gotta be. I like that. Yeah, I'm thinking, I feel like Thing 1 and Thing 2 would be funny for the Zigzagoons, because they came in the same night, right? Then it kind of pairs them together. Pidgey's gonna be Elgato. T's over here, my bad. Pidgey's gotta be Elgato. Before we risk anything, a couple of saves just to be safe. I usually do 3 or 4, honestly, just because I can. So nature guesses. Your nature guess was quirky, and I forget what mine was, actually. Why did I forget that so fast? Did I say naive? I hope I can catch this thing. Oh, you still haven't caught it yet. Oh. Ah, well. Are you gonna weaken it before you try the Premier Ball? Or do you have something that can weaken it without hurting it? I'm gonna toss one more save on here just cause. Wow, that's crazy. Well, if it's too much of a risk, don't, because you can catch it no matter what, right? It's just you might not get in the Premier, but that's okay. No Premier is better than no shiny. That's for damn sure. That is for damn sure. Parm. Oh, we love Parm. Parm's a vibe. Our dude Parm out here going crazy. Okay, I gotta see if I can remember what my nature guess was. This really was a hectic ass capture. Oh my goodness. No way, you got it in the Premier Barrel. Oh my goodness, English. You got it in the Premier Bowl. Congratulations. That is so cool. That is so awesome. Have you thought of any other names yet? Anything that's enticing you? Okay, my guess was Brave. I didn't actually check the nature yet, so no worries. Don't even stress on that. I was trying to figure out my nature guess. So my nature guess was Brave. Let's go on to this guy here, Elgato, and I am going to see. I'm going to check the chart and see what it is, because it's Japanese. I can't tell off the hop. I should have a nature chart here. Yep. Oh, shit. I'm gonna guess for yours... timid. I'm gonna think yours is timid. With the double quirkies tonight. I like that. Okay. Let's see what this is. So, first character. Oh, is that it? Did I find it right there? Nope. There it is. Okay, okay, okay. Relaxed. Okay, okay. So, what is relaxed? Relaxed is plus defense minus speed. How is that for? I guess that's not bad for a normal type. You could EV train it in speed and make up for that. Does the other one have pickup? I still haven't found the nature for this guy yet. Oh, yes I have. Yes I have. I guessed brave for Elgato, and you guessed quirky. It actually happened to be neither. It's timid, so it's plus speed minus attack. So damn. Oh, the other one that you posted earlier was sassy. Okay, so the other one would have been plus special defense minus speed. So they're both minus speed natures? You said the other one was brave, right? Or no, relaxed, sorry. So yeah, minus speed, minus speed. That's weird that you got two minus speed natures. Yeah, I was kind of annoyed on that. I guessed it on the Zigzagoon, but not on mine. Definitely not the... Well... I don't know, plus speed is good, but... minus attack is not ideal. That's kind of funny how that worked out, hey? Well, at the end of the day, the pair of shinies is pretty freaking awesome no matter what. I will say that. Let's toss this guy out and let's see if we can throw a Pidgey beside a Pidgey. Oh, perfect. So we have a female level 5 wild non-shiny Pidgey compared to our shiny Pidgey. That back sprite though, oh my god. That back sprite is so good. Oh, we gotta look at that again. It has been a fantastic night, I will say that. That back sprite is so good, and I was outsped. And I was outsped again. And I was outsped again? Okay, no. I was gonna say, we gotta look at that once more. Luck all around. Got a non-shiny Rattata. Wow. Oh, that is too nice. That is too nice. Well, I think keeping me around for a little bit longer worked out for both of us, because I stayed long enough to mess around with this. You got your second Zigzagoon on stream. I got this on stream. It all worked out pretty well. With that said, I think that's all we've got to do. So I'm gonna throw all 16 of our screens back up again. I'll do a big mass save, and then I think I'm gonna have to call it for the stream there. Alright, so screen number 2 is being a little bit of a bastard. But it is what it is. We just have to go back to the other. There we go. Then I guess we'll keep that there. We'll switch back. Back out of there. Set them to the same. There we go. There we go. Pop a save on all of them. Oh, goodness. I didn't think about that. Okay, one sec. That's a little bit better. Heck yeah, Chris. We're actually just logging off right now, but I'll tell you what, just before we go, I will I'll give you one more look at her. There she is on the bottom left. El Gato, the shiny Pidgey. It was on console number 2, but as you can see, the display is having some issues there, so I had to put it to another cube. But yeah, we called it El Gato for that reason, because that capture card, that AV to HDMI converter, kind of being an ass, so we thought it was pretty fitting. But yeah, it was a... what did it end up being? It was a timid nature, so plus speed minus attack. It has its pluses and its minuses, that's for sure. Yeah, it was pretty funny, especially because I stayed on a little bit late, and then I got the shiny, and then right after, Charizard got his second shiny Zigzagoon of the day. So that is fantastic. And at least one got the pickup ability too, so you definitely got to be happy with that one. But yeah, here it is. This is our shiny Pidgey. Really nice to have. Finally have our first shiny Pidgey of the line. But yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna pop a couple saves, and that's gonna be me for the day. Gonna go and make some dinner and prepare for the work week, and we will be back on Tuesday. But I definitely can't blame you. I am not shocked. I would be ecstatic as well. And I'm just gonna make sure we popped a save on console number 13 as well here. There we are. So, number 13. Let's just make sure it's actually 13. Yep, that's 13 with Bree. Yeah, no, we'll figure it out. It's just a matter of me replacing that thing. It's been going for a while, and it had a couple of issues earlier in stream, so I will, I'll buy a new AV to HDMI converter, and that should not be a problem. But anyways, guys, I just want to say thanks so much again for popping by. I appreciate y'all being here. I especially appreciate hitting over 100 subs today. That was awesome. But yeah, especially getting that shiny Pidgey today was pretty fantastic. To go with all these little fellers here. But yeah, thanks so much, guys. I hope you guys all have a fantastic rest of your weekend. At the latest, I will be back on Tuesday, as I am live Tuesdays, Thursdays at 4:30 MST, and Sundays at 2:30 MST. Expect me to be about 15 to 30 minutes late every stream, because that is just what I do. But I try to update the Discord and the community page as much as I can with that. But hey, no worries, Chris. I mean, you've got a life. You got to do what you got to do. You managed to pop by for right after I got the shiny, so I'd say you got mostly the full experience anyway, but you guys being here matters the most. Just popping by to be a part of the stream for any amount of time. Doesn't have to be super long. Means a lot. Thanks for being here, guys. Have a great night, and I will see you at latest Tuesday, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Take her easy.